man. They don't let me get a fresh cut. You know I'm finna talk number fat, man. You know, this, before I start off, man, sad news, about Devin Willett, and, one of the Stafford, Georgia Stafford, man. Sad news, tough, man. Like, dude, I ain't even want to talk about what he could do on the football field this year. That's irrelevant. It's just the fact, dude 20 years old. Sure, I'm 21, 20 years old, man. Just came off a national championship. Not even a week later, and, he passed this morning. Around about 2:36, I don't know. He died instantly, and one of the women died at the hospital. Very sad news, man. It's tough. That's how life is, man. Life come at you fast. Death right around the corner. But this video right here, I said it. I'm gonna stick to my word. I'm gonna probably make this about 10 minutes long. 10 minutes. Only the fact because I said it was gonna have repeat was gonna have. So I ain't gonna make it no 20, 30 minutes because I didn't doubt Stetson this year. But this is for last 2021 season. I said I was gonna make a video, about my apology video of Stetson winning again this year. Stetson Bennett is officially like he deserves a statue, a mailman statue at Georgia. Give it to him, for one thing. Give it to him. Man, dude deserve it. Dude, Stetson Bennett, I apologize. This is Stetson Bennett apology video. Like I said, I'm trying to make about 10 or 15 minutes long. What can I say, man? I'm gonna just start off 2017. Dude was in Georgia class, this and that. Walk on. 2018 he left. 2019, the dude came and from the first throw I seen him throw in the SEC championship, I was like, oh man, who was this dude? Jake Fromm rolled his ankle and dude threw like a wild pass to Tyler Simmons, I think, or Matlin, somebody. He threw a horrible pass. I was like, oh man, I don't know who this dude Stetson Bennett the fourth is, but we need a new quarterback, a backup quarterback. 2020 road run. Dwayne Mathis come in. Then look at Jamie Newman. He opted out 2 weeks before the season. So I'm like, I ain't expect much. I ain't expect Georgia to go far. To win the national championship then. To beat Alabama and Florida. 2020, Dwayne Mathis got the start. He didn't do too good versus Arkansas. Stetson came in. It was like, okay. He might can make at least get us to the playoffs, maybe. Maybe he get us past Florida. And get to the playoffs. But then, we had Alabama that year. Alabama, we had beat them 2 times. So like I said, I ain't expect too much. Then Auburn game came. He had a good game versus Auburn. And it was like, okay. But, then we played Tennessee. Tennessee is when I was like, oh, man. Like, this, it might be in trouble because I noticed, like, he underthrew a lot of balls versus Tennessee. Like, George Pickens, so many times he had his man beat, and he had to come back for the ball. And some of it was called pass interference. So, nonetheless, then we had the Kentucky game. Had dude, we threw, he wasn't the type of game we was looking for. So that's why I really want to trip about, this year, 2022 season Kentucky, when we scored 16 points. It was like 35 degrees, 28 degrees. Either way, then it was like, man, like, what's going on? Like, he had horrible interceptions. Then we had played Florida. Had pretty good game. He was doing pretty decent, till he separated his shoulder. Then it was like he was throwing ducks out there, threw about 2 or 3 interceptions. It was like, what is this? Then JT Daniels came in, stole the show, stole the fan base back. Then fast forward 2021. It was like we thought we was done with Stetson. It was like, man, we ain't got to deal with that no more. Then, of course, JT Daniels, his shoulder or whatever, oblique or whatever, his mid-session go bad on him. Then Stetson comes back in. Good old mailman. Somehow he comes right back. And we do this. We win. UAB game. UAB made him look like a Heisman trophy winner. Then, we played with Arkansas. We beat him 37-0. But he only threw 7 passes, I think. He was 11 passes. He was 7 for 11, 77 yards. Then I was like, man, we're not going to beat Alabama SEC championship with Stetson Bennett. We're not. Everybody called me a hater and a fake Georgia fan. Get what? It happened. We got embarrassed by Alabama. I ain't going to say all of it was on Stetson, but Stetson could have played way better, though, at the same time. And get what? I did say, we gonna dominate Michigan. So I'm just real. You feel me? I was like, I just want to be tough on Stetson, But because at the same time, I was just being real. And what I said happened, he didn't have a good Florida game. The game was 3-3 versus Florida. And then he threw 2 or 3 interceptions versus Florida. And then that's when, the defense had 3 turnovers in a row. The game was 28-3, in the blink of an eye, something like that. So, I was just looking where I was like, man, Tennessee, we had 2 or 3, 4 drives versus Tennessee that we didn't score, and it's just Tennessee just got burnt out, So I'm like, so I just called it how I seen it. I was like, man, this can't happen versus Alabama, and guess what it did? You got beat by 17, just like we did in 2020. Same score, So, same pick 6. He did 20, you feel me? So I was like, man, this can't happen. Then I everybody else was down on him. I was like, you know what? Everybody was like, oh, Michigan's going to blow us out. Michigan was going to dominate. I was like, you know what? I thought, I got right, shook it off 2 days later. I'm like, you know what? Michigan can't hang with us. Michigan can't freak with us, And I started talking my junk, Notice I ain't talking my junk versus Ohio State like that, because it's in the back of my head, I feel like, man, Ohio State going to come to play. I had us winning the game by double digit, but I was like, Ohio State going to give us a good game. And they gave us a doggone good game. So, but versus Michigan 2021 season, I was talking my junk. You see me everywhere. You don't really see me too much on Ohio State pages and on Instagram and stuff. But Michigan, I was talking junk because I knew Michigan couldn't hang with us. You're not going to beat Georgia at their own game. You're not going to out-bully Georgia. K. Macaroni, it was average at best. I know he wasn't going to do nothing versus Georgia. Man, we play K. Macaroni every week, basically. We play quarterbacks better than K. Macaroni. More talented than K. Macaroni every week at Georgia and SEC, Anyway, got Michigan. He had a good game versus Michigan. Had a very good game versus Michigan. We won the fan base back. Alabama. It's national championship. Dude had a first 3 quarters, man, it looked like he was lost. But guess what? Team didn't give up on him, and he didn't give up on the team. 4th quarter, man, delivered some big plays. Touchdown to A.D. Mitchell. Touchdown to Brock Bowers. Pick 6 by Keely Ringo. And Georgia conquers the beast. The beast that we could never defeat after all the years. We do it. Didn't give up, man. Fast forward, I said my boy Stetson. I said my cousin Stetson Bennett was gonna be that guy. Me, go back and look. I said, everybody talking about how everybody else could get better. But why can't Stetson Bennett in his 16th year get better? I'm like, this man is 25, 40, this man is 35, 39, 42 years old. My cousin Stetson Bennett, why my cousin Stetson Bennett can't get better, man? So I'm like, you know what? We got, A.D. Mitchell coming back. Brock Bowers coming back. All these wide receivers, I thought it was going to be Eric Gilbert. You know, that's the main thing I was wrong about on my Georgia predictions. I thought Eric Gilbert was going to be a first-round pick this year. Dude didn't even play 3 games at Georgia. No, I don't know what's wrong with this Eric Gilbert, but I don't know. But I wash my hands with him. Like, I wish dude the best, but I can't keep on predicting he going to break out. And he disappointed me in 2021. I thought he was going to make up for it in 2022, and he didn't. I don't know what's wrong. But either way, I said Stetson was going to get better. Like, he got all these weapons. Aaron Smith, all these dudes, O-line, Broderick Jones, Warren McClain, all these O-linemen. Defense still going to be good. I said defense was going to still be the best defense, but it was going to be like last year. But I said it didn't need to be last year as long as the offense do their job. And I said the offense could carry the defense to the defense gel together. And get what? My cousin Stetson Bennett got 2 rings. 2 national championships, man. Salute to Stetson Bennett, man. Dude came in, was doubted by everybody. But, the people in the Georgia locker room and his mama and, all them, his family members, Dude kept on fighting, didn't give up, didn't care what people say. Even had that woman, I forgot her name, was like, why come back? Why Stetson Bennett come back? He could have rode off in the sunset, and for about a week, I said the same. I didn't say like she did. I was like, man, he need to go ahead and go. But at the same time, I didn't care if he was coming back. You feel me? Because I knew, I was like, man, I had to break down. Like, man, all these other dudes could get better. Why couldn't Stetson get, stronger, a little more explosive, he had experience, and he got the weapons, and he had the talent around him. You feel me? So I was like, why he can't get better? And I was right. And people call me delusional all offseason. And y'all gonna really hate me this offseason. Well, y'all ain't gonna see this video anyway. Y'all ghost on me. Y'all underneath the rock right now anyway. But I guarantee if Georgia would have lost, if Georgia would have lost to Ohio State, I bet you that video, my reaction video would have probably that would have been my best video so far, probably. My reaction video so far. That probably would have had 50,000 views and 500 comments if Georgia lost to Ohio State. Because my Instagram was blowing up when Georgia was getting beat down by Ohio State. Well, I ain't gonna say beat down, but they were losing by double digits, 14. My Instagram was jumping, but how that went. And slowly started getting deleted. And everybody went. But that's what I'm saying, man. You feel me? It just feel good to be a Georgia fan right now. Man, we deserve this. It's I ain't gonna talk about 2023 season yet. It's just a salute Stetson Bennett, the GOAT, man. Stetson, the GOAT, mailman Bennett, man. I said I stick to Maria. I said I was gonna make a, salute Stetson Bennett / apology video. Man. Dude might get drafted. Dude might go 7th round. Brock Purdy. Dude might be like Brock Purdy. Go to a good system. Maybe he go to like, I don't know, the doggone what team? Maybe he go to the Broncos or something. Or Russell Wilson. And just get, just be Russell Wilson backup or something. I don't know. But either way, salute Stetson Bennett, man. I'm making more videos about Georgia for 2023 season and all that. Just feel good to be a Georgia fan right now, man. Go Dogs, baby. Yes, sir.